welcome back to the chat. I'm sorry I've been like MIA for the past 2 days, but you can see from the title of this live, I was involved in a car crash at a red light. My first time ever getting into a crash of this magnitude. It's hot as a light right there. So I'm gonna talk about it. Let's talk about it. I just want to tell y'all what happened. I'm very shaken up, etc., etc. So before we get into it, sending love to the ancestors. I'm here in Appalachia region, home of the Appalachia Indians, aka the Seminoles, aka the Mound Builders, the Creek. You know, all around this bitch, you see Indian everywhere. And my plan was to go around this weekend and like show y'all all the indigenous names on the streets, on the places, like, but this car crash fucked that up. So I wasn't able to do any of that. So yeah, I got in an accident at a red light, y'all. But I'm alive. If you've been listening to the lives, you know my dad is sick. He's sick with a lot of different issues. So I had to do an emergency trip to Tally. And on the first day that we got here, we picked up our Turo car, Turo, you don't know what that is. And we went to get something to eat. And after that, we were at a red light. I was driving, and we just heard boom. My hand hit the steering wheel. I pressed on the brakes before I hit the car in front of me. It was like a movie. And then this guy, this Caucasian guy gets out. He looks like he's sedated. He was like, I kid you not, this is what he did. He said, "Oh my gosh, I'm not even supposed to be driving. I just blinked out," and I'm like out of it. So the ambulance came. We were transported to the hospital in the ambulance. I had some back, like burning in my neck and my back. My hands got a lot of shock. My lower back, my tailbone, I hit my head really hard. Yeah, so that's what happened, you know. And it's just by the grace of God that I was able to hit the brakes before like hitting the next cars or being smashed. And thankfully our car was small and his car was kind of big, so he didn't smash through the windshield or through the back of the car's like glass area. It just could have been so much worse. So obviously, guys, I'm still here for a reason. We still here for a reason. We survived. It was scary as hell. I kid you not, it was super, super, super duper, like, scary. Something I never want to experience again, you know? So I've been, ever since that I was shooken, I kind of didn't want to drive, but, you know, we kind of got stranded. The freak. Yeah. And I didn't even see my dad until like yesterday. So I was just in the bed on muscle relaxer pain meds, just like, you know, feeling very sore and achy. Now I have to go to the chiropractor, all of this stuff, etc., etc. So that's what's going on. I know it's like super early, but my dad kind of woke me up early with a 5 a.m. phone call. So that's why I'm up. But I didn't get to see him much at all. I feel like, dang, I came here for 4 days and just to get into a car accident on the first day. You guys know, like, my mom died in a car accident when I was 7.5 years old. So I have a lot of PTSD, trauma behind even just knowing that. So for it to happen to me, like to get into an accident, just to have our lives spared, I can't do nothing but, thank the ancestors. We gotta thank the ancestors. So I'm thanking the ancestors today. I'm grateful to be alive. And I thought about going live like the past 2 days, but maybe I just been a little shaken. And I hadn't skipped the past 2 days. When you're taking that muscle relaxer and stuff, it really have you like sleepy and drowsy. So I've been like just sleeping a lot. Life be lifing. That's what they say. Life be lifing. And we talked about it this week. Life can hand you a bunch of lemons, but will you turn it into lemons? Will you use those lemons to create a gourmet meal? So everybody's been saying there's a silver lining behind this rear-ended accident at the red light, but it just has me thinking like, dang, you don't even have to be moving or doing anything wrong, and people will almost take your life. They can almost hit you. This is how people get hit on bikes, while walking, because people falling asleep. And me as a provider, like a physician, or a clinician, I should say, not a physician, but like a doctor, I'm just thinking, dang, this guy was probably on a medication and he shouldn't have been driving, and he did it anyways. So if you out there and you taking these fucking painkillers and all this shit, and they say don't drive, don't fucking drive. You putting people's life at risk. You putting people's life at risk. So stay your ass home, please, and thank you. Okay. So that could have ended really bad, but again, there's a silver lining behind it. Just a lot of body aches, contusion, lower back pain, but we've heard the horror stories of accidents where people don't walk out, and I haven't heard it. I've actually lived through being impacted by it, so I'm really shaken up by it. So now on a red light, I'm gonna be terrified at a red light. Like, dang, somebody gonna come up and smash the car? The fuck? All the times I'm in New York City, that is, and they drive crazy as hell in New York. I'm not saying they don't have accidents, but I'm expecting that more in a busier city than Woodville Highway. And if you're from Tally, Florida, you know Woodville Highway. But these people and then the officers came, they didn't treat the guy like they would have treated Aniji. He didn't take no breathalyzer. He drove off. He could have killed someone else. So these officers here, they play in our face all day here in Tally. They on every corner. Like, I don't get it. So that's a whole nother story. I'm here and I'm like, damn. In a 10-minute ride home, I see 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 officers every time. Like, they got the Appalachia, the indigenous people here, super sleep. Like how we saying woke or sleep. These people are in a super sleep, deep sleep. The Christians are out with a vengeance. They don't mind forcing their religion on you. They don't mind trying to force you to go to their church. They don't mind, it's like we do it to ourselves now. That's what I see. We do it to ourselves. They don't mind, they don't really care what you believe. They just want you to believe what they believe. So this is what I'm seeing here, just a bunch of unhealthy Christians and a lot of night terrorists and patrolling going on. And that's what I see. So you know me, I love history. I haven't really been able to dive into it like I normally do, just because I'm like in this weird space in life that I can't really talk about that part yet. But this is what's going on, you know? So, yeah, that's what I see. So I didn't get a chance to go around and do the sites of indigenous places here. The people who are indigenous here are super, super sleep. It's all of us here, but we just don't know that we are the Appalachia. You got Appalachia Parkway, which is the main road. You have all the schools, Appalachia Elementary. You have Florida State University cosplaying the Indians with the bow and arrow. Now it's a white guy, you know? So it's a lot of cosplaying here in Tally. A lot of people sleepwalking, don't even know it. A lot of these Christians just, they try to shove Christianity down your throat here. It's like, oh my Lord, everything is Jesus, 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 and church, and come to church. And I had one feeling, you, now that you made it out, you need to go ahead and submit. No, man. I submitted my whole life, and y'all didn't tell me the damn truth. You know, I submitted and did not understand what I was submitting to, and this is the whole thing behind Christianity. It's to submit and to practice catechism, where you don't answer no questions. You don't do your own reading. You don't step outside and learn about what the hell you're submitting to. Who told you to submit from the beginning? Where did they get this submitting shit from? So that's what you got a lot of going on. And it's kind of like, why do y'all be so forceful with your religion if you're not going to listen to the history behind it? Because my thing is, it took me so much to break that religious curse. It took me so much to get out of that deep sleep. It took me like so much to break down the fabric of Christianity that was woven into me since I was born. It took me 30 plus years. You think I want to go back to fucking Christianity sleep? Hell no. After reading what Constantine did, how they used religion to spread their politics, and they used religion and Christianity to create a Christian military to go around and unalive people who wouldn't convert. So you guys are doing the same thing, like, oh, you better convert. You sound like fucking Constantine. You sound like goddamn Christopher Columbus when he came with the Bible. Y'all sound like these Roman Catholic people who was like, go unalive these indigenous people, take their land, take their ocean, take their fruit trees, poison their food, do whatever you can to get them to convert. And I'd be damned if y'all ain't around here trying to get people to convert every fucking day. It's kind of like the Christians are so outspoken and they feel like everybody else is wrong and everybody else is like witch-like. No, it's vice versa. You remember that Pastor Troy song? It's vice versa. You know, there is no way a colonizer can give me anything that's going to be healthy for me. Look at the food. Look how they tore down all the trees. You know, I was watching this documentary on Netflix. I think it's called They Want to Kill Us. Now, part of this documentary was right, but part of it wasn't. They were talking about from being from Africa and all this. So part of the brain is still asleep. But part of the brain is clicking in like, dang, the government wants to kill us. They spend more money on antibiotics for pigs than antibiotics for humans. They spend billions of dollars to give the pigs antibiotics. They took all the indigenous people and put them into concentration camps, basically, without the Hitler type vibes, but they got the Native Americans on reservations so they can pretend like they are us. Then they move us to the projects and strip the land and pretend like we're from Africa. They set the shit up like a little puzzle that is crumbling down. Because we didn't go to sleep. We was never asleep. Like some of us did. Like me, I was in a deep sleep. Not because I wanted to be. Because you got these Christians and your family, your friends, who are heavily Christian. They heavy. They won't go check on family. They won't go like outside of their little square. Like they have to stay in their square. It's all about staying in the square, you know? And they just don't read about nothing else. So that's what pisses me off, like that part. So just seeing that while I'm here, just seeing the temperature, the climate of where people at, the mindset, you know, health-wise, it gave me a whole new perspective. Now, y'all know I've been, like, working out most of the week, even despite the busy schedule from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., and I'm getting home at 7. You know, I have to get up 5, 6 to get the workout in. You know, my cheeks still juicy as fuck, but that was way worse, y'all. See, that was way worse. You know, so now I'm just like, I'm so fucking sick of these Christians, family, friends, whoever, who just try to shove that shit down your throat. It's like, bro, I'm not going to no church. I'm way too fucking woke for that. And I got too many family members who just sleeping. They wouldn't dare go and read the truth. They don't care. They feel like, oh no, you know? So I'm just grateful that I had the opportunity to escape the deep sleep. You know? And just this accident, everything made my life flash before my eyes. Made our life flash before my eyes. And I'm just happy that we are survivors of this shit, you know? Obviously, I'm here for a purpose, guys, because y'all probably wouldn't have been talking to me today if things had went different, you know? And just thinking about that, just thinking about continuing to fulfill my purpose, tell the stories that I have, like getting it down on film, remembering all of these hard days. Like right now I'm going through, well, we are going through, but when I say I mean we, a team, a couple. So I'm going through something that is challenging as fuck. It's like one of the most challenging things ever. Dealing with my dad. He's at the end stage of some serious things. Trying to figure out that, how to take care of an elderly parent who really needs you. And I'm in New York and they're here, and trying to navigate moving and, you know, all of those different moving parts that life throw at you. Just talking to so many family members and friends who have been in car accidents, and they're like, it's no joke. You really be shaking after a while. It really do something to you, you know? And just seeing all the unhealthiness around me, like, I don't know. It just made me want to adjust my purpose a little bit. Really target health goals. Really target indigenous sovereignty, knowledge. Why don't y'all want this shit? It's like, if the knowledge don't come from your oppressor, if the knowledge don't come from the colonizer, you don't want to fuck with it. You don't want to even test it. You don't even want to go and get this knowledge for yourself. You don't even want to go and read a book or do some history or contribute to the collective, because it takes a collective for us to escape this shit. Because if they did it as a collective, there's no way we could do it as individuals. But when you got people in your own bloodline just like, come on, no, come back, convert back. No. This shit sound evil as hell to me, but they're so forceful. They believe that they're right. So they're loud and proud and wrong. You know, you ever heard somebody say you loud, proud, and wrong? That's the worst thing to be, is loud, proud, and motherfucking wrong. What's up? Thank you for following. That's the worst thing to be, is loud, proud, and fucking wrong, right? So that's what I'm dealing with right now. People who loud, proud, wrong, don't want to read. And the grown people talk about the kids not reading, but I feel like a lot of y'all adults ain't fucking reading. Ain't reading nothing about what you believing in. My thing is, when any time someone approach me with some new knowledge that shifts my spirit a little bit that I don't believe in, it's not a sin to go and research it to see, okay, this sounds a little bizarre. Let me go do some reading and digging. But what Christianity does is it makes it so that you won't even go and see if the information is true. You won't even go and try to figure it out for yourself. You gonna go know the presidents of the United States, even though they are clear unalivers. You're gonna go know all about the American government in 250 years and 4th of July. Shit has everything to do with the oppression of who you are. It has nothing to do with the growth, the elevation of who you are. It has nothing to do with compounding the joy in your spirit. The whole goal of the system we're under is to break the spirit. So it's a lot of broken motherfuckers trying to break other people and get them into this cult called religion. And I just got to give it to you how it is, because one thing I see, the Christians, they're going to give it to you what they believe, and they're going to be loud, proud, and fucking wrong. And they want you to convert back. You better bow down. You better bow down. What they said? You better submit. No, ma'am. What am I submitting to? What am I submitting to? Colonization? That's a real thing. Oppression is a real thing. Putting bad food in the hood is a real thing. All of these cancers and the clothes and the hair supplies and the cosmetic jewelry in the hair store is a real thing. I challenge you guys. Do this and then you'll see what I'm talking about. Go to a TJ Maxx. Go to TJ Maxx, right? Go to the beauty aisle and pick up some of those like shower bands that you put on when you take a shower, or pick up pretty much anything on the aisle. Not all things, but about 90% of the aisle. And just turn it over and read the back of it. You're going to see a little label and little tiny writing. It's going to say P65 cancer warning, because California require this to be on products. The government don't require it. California requires it. You're going to see something about this product can cause cancer. Just like when you smoke a cigarette. Just like when you do other things that are toxic. Toxic radicals to your body. These products have it in there. So when I'm shopping, and sometimes like Dollar Tree, Family Dollar, especially Dollar Tree, a lot of those products, you turn it over, the little brushes, the combs, they have chemicals in them that cause fucking cancer. But you tell this to a person who a Christian, they just believe everything gonna be all right. They don't even want to read about it, you know? So I'm just so proud to see the Nietzsche like standing on fucking business, boy. So we're not alone out here. Some days I feel like I'm alone with this shit, like, not alone because I have a chief who also is 1,000% on point, but I'm just saying, like, I feel like as far as family and friends, the collective being woke, boy, y'all was in a deep sleep. Ever since I read, and I still haven't finished reading it because life is lifing right now. But I know that I have to finish reading Religious Instructions on the Negroes, but my streaming setup is totally out of whack. It's kind of hard to do that. So I've been trying to think, how can I do that? Maybe I need to print it out and read it that way, but I like to have it on the screen. So that's a whole nother story. I need a laptop. I need a lot of things, but everything happens for a reason. Sometimes you just got to start what you have. This is what I've been doing. Starting where I am, right? So in that book, it just talks about these colonizers sitting around their sermons to try to get the indigenous people, the people who they are trafficking. I don't know which words get banned, but you know what I'm saying. To be more obedient, you have to give them religious instructions. So they will be on a schedule where they go to work and they go to church, or they go to school and they go to church. This is their whole plan from the beginning. But to a Christian, they're thinking, oh no, this is good. No. This started with a colonizer. Dang, Florida got a lot of spiders. This is my second freaking spider. Where are you going, spider? What the freak? They got a lot of spiders around here. A lot of cockroaches. But I guess New York has a lot of rats, so I guess they're even. But, guys, so that's what I'm dealing with. Having this accident and being a little, I don't know, shaken, I guess you could say. Not just a little bit, but maybe a lot shaken. But today is the day I gotta go back to New York after this crazy ass 4 days. I feel like I really didn't super accomplish my goal. I'm leaving with injuries, and I'm a dentist, so whenever you get into a car accident, you just thinking like, what the fuck? The first thing that crossed my mind was, damn, it was just, me and the chief was like, oh, we finna do this, we finna go here, we gonna go check in, I was gonna go to Kimmy Cakes, get me a little key lime cake, which I didn't even get a chance to do none of my shit. I was gonna go to Olean's, you have those little spots you don't go to when you get home. None of that happened. The next day I was asleep on the muscle relaxer thing, pain meds, for 2 days. And I finally forced myself out of the house yesterday because I'm like, I have to go see my dad. I had to force myself out of the bed. So I forced myself out of the bed, went to see him for a little while, and that's pretty much all I did. That's the only place I went. And today I'm leaving. So it's I don't know, guys. So that's what's going on with me. And I bought this thing on Ice Pack. I don't know where the hell I left the Ice Pack at. I don't know, guys. But that's what's going on with me. And I'm just giving y'all a temperature of what happened. I'm just giving y'all a temperature of what happened. Wow, I'm here. I did eat some food, but not a lot. One place I can give a notable mention to is it's called Talking Tacos here in Tally. That was good as fuck. That was good as hell. Talking Tacos. Let's sit down here. Talking Tacos was the bomb. I'm gonna put my camera right here. Yeah. Let's put it right here. So I just see the temperature of what's that water just splashed all over me. What the? And trying to be healthy goes wrong. Water all over me. All over the floor. What the? And my live is tripping. I turn this damn fan off. I guess I can leave it on, but another spider? Damn. Spiders and cockroaches. Let's try this again, y'all. So that's what's going on with me. I'm on a new mission to be a lot healthier. I think I'm playing around. So I'm up at like 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. It's like 6:43 right now. But I had to just get this out, get this off my chest. Let you guys know that I missed my little live because I was traumatized, but you know, I gotta go to the chiropractor, and I've never been in a serious accident like this before, but you know. So that's what's the temperature. They just found a lady in a tree a couple days ago, and I keep seeing it, someone, hanging in a tree. But y'all want to continue to stay asleep, not really see what the fuck going on. Everybody just want to, oh my Lord, Jesus going, no. You guys gotta wake up, man. Please wake the fuck up. But you can't get mad because people who not woke, because I've been asleep before. I've been one of those people who have been like, looking at these other motherfuckers like, huh? What is you talking about? Are you crazy? I've been on the other side before, so that's how I know it's going to be very hard for some people to actually wake up. And some people are going to be very curious, and they're going to start to do their research and read, and they're going to be like, dang, I woke up. And if you have any doubts, just go to TikTok, look up Amerindians, Indigenous. Don't even go to TikTok. Go to the National Archives. Go to the government websites and see what the hell they've been writing about you. Don't rely on this Christianity. Because the Christianity is like the icing on a colonization cake. The cake is full of fucking bad shit. It's full of like sodium. It's full of grease. It's full of pig's feet. It's full of cow intestines and meat and pus and milk and dairy, and it's full of evil and hate. But they put a nice little whipped cream icing on top with a cherry on top, so when you eat it, if you don't have any taste buds, because you don't have any knowledge, you won't even be able to taste the evil. You won't even be able to taste the disgusting, insane amount of toxic BS you're ingesting into your body every day. You won't even be able to taste the colonization and the Christianity and the military and the slave patrols and all of the different things, the taxes, the reclassification, the hate for melanin, the hate for the sun, the disconnect in the educational system, in financial literacy, the poverty. You won't even be able to taste it. You're going to be like, this cake is the best cake I ever had because this guy gave it to me. Thank you, colonizer, for giving me this cake. You so thrown off by the icing because the icing is sweet. You think that it's good. You think that it's, you think that this is so sweet. You don't even see the ingredients of the cake. It's kind of like when you go to the store and you don't flip your items around and read the ingredients, so you don't care about the poison. As long as the overall shit tastes good, that's what's going on. I thought that was another damn spider. I'm like, what the am I in Spiderville? Okay. But that's what I think of it as now. It's like this, the most gorgeous cake you ever seen, full of fucking, what's it called? Exudate pus, bacteria, full of fucking virus, full of disease, full of heartache. And that's how I'm starting to look at food now. Like, damn, this food so greasy, it doesn't make me feel good. Some of it don't even taste good. Sometimes people don't even care if it truly tastes good. Like the fast food, they don't give a fuck. They're not getting paid that much to care. They like, here you go. So you don't even, so I'm just thinking, this is why they took down all the trees And you know what the government did when I was watching this documentary on Netflix, by the way. But like I said, everything you watch, you have to watch with a discerning eye when you're indigenous. When you know that you're Niji, indigenous, autochthonous, copper tone. You see, copper tone, black. Copper tone, black. Red skin, black. When you are aware, awoke, enlightened, when you accept who you truly are, a sacred person of this land, you'll be able to see through all the BS all around you. But if you're not, you won't. So when I'm watching this documentary, of course, they're like, oh, we're West African, dude. They got all these people on the boat, dude. We already debunked all of that. But the part about the food, about the pigs getting more antibiotics than the people having antibiotics, about the conditions that these pigs are raised in. They just squished into a little cage where they pee and they have feces and it goes into this little hole, and the man's like, we clean it once a week or once a month or some shit, and it's just disgusting. And they're selling this to you. They give them so much antibiotics. You know, it's just disgusting just to see that. You know? And the other one is not just the pigs, but how they ban us from having fruit trees. Like, we're living on this land, and you know, here in Florida, we have good memories of just being able to walk around and find pecan trees everywhere. Pecan trees, plum trees, dates. Those used to be my favorite. You could just go around tallying and they'd be everywhere, but they cut all the female trees down so that you have to go to the grocery store, and then they're going to put their people's brands in the grocery store. It's a battle to get one of us in there. It might be one or two if you know how to meet all the requirements. If you know how to go to GS1 and get your barcodes, that's a whole nother thing. If you're intelligent, that's a little gem. GS1 barcodes. It's a whole nother thing. The gs1.org. Okay? If you're trying to get your shit in the store, go there. That ain't what this is talking about. But when you know how to make it through all those barriers, then you can finally get in here. But they're going to help each other get into the store. They're going to put their own self into these stores. They're going to sell all this bad cereal and stuff to you and your kids. And they're going to tell you that milk is good. But in this documentary, they also talked about how milk is bad for melanated people. We're not supposed to drink dairy. We're not supposed to eat milk and cheese and pigs and a meat diet. We're not supposed to be on a meat diet. Here in Turtle Island, our ancestors were farmers, agriculturalists. This is why Florida A&M University is Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University. Fucking you. This is why Florida State is the Seminoles, aka the Appalachie, aka the Indians. To try to make them us and to try to, I don't know. This shit is fucked up though. It's super fucked up though. It's super fucked up. You know? But right now, guys, there's literally a spiritual warfare going on. There's a spiritual warfare going on. It's bigger than any of us can even imagine. It's a spiritual warfare. I know it is, because there's no way our ancestors, the sun, our spiritual ancestors are going to allow this to continue to happen to us forever. So that's why when they celebrate 250 years, yeah, but we've been here for thousands of years. You can't overlook that fact and try to rewrite it, because whatever you rewrote, it ain't fucking working out too good. It's not really working out that good at all. It's actually crumbling down. You know? It's crumbling down. And I love to see it crumble down. But as far as these Christians, ooh. Y'all, one of the biggest weapons that they have against ourselves is Christianity. I see that now. Because they're all on some, oh, you better convert. Oh, I can't miss church. Oh, no. Oh, you better come into the house of the Lord. Oh, y'all sound like Christopher fucking Columbus, bro. Y'all like his grandkids. And y'all ain't got no relation to him. But y'all fighting for everything the colonizer put. It's like, oh no, I gotta go to work. Oh no, I gotta go to church. Oh no, school. How many kids graduate every year from high school and end up working a regular job? A job that doesn't take any high school knowledge. How many? How many kids walk out here blind, don't know how to invest unless they got a very good fucking parent? And that's about 10 to 25% or less. All right? How many in the hood who gonna get out and really have a fighting chance? Or are they gonna be caught up in the same generational curse? How many of us leaving this earth without life insurance, without wills, without setting plans in place? How many of us too scared to talk about it because, oh, we just gonna wait. We don't want it to happen. Like, as if we don't know this shit happening. How many? I'm just having such an epiphany this morning. Like, how many? You know? So here on this podcast, I want to get into more of those real ass fucking topics. No sugarcoating. This is what it is. This is how we need to be feeling. This is how we should be moving. Where my Niji at? Where is the Niji? Where y'all at? What we doing? How we moving? You know? So that's what we on.
Chill.
Huh?
You ain't say?
I'm live.
Oh.
I'm happy I turned the thing.
Huh?
So I'm happy I turned the thing.
You was checking in yesterday?
Checking what? I checked in. We still in 8 though.
You was talking at night?
Nah, section 8. Yep. So what are we doing, guys? What are we doing? How are we moving? That's what I see. That's what I feel when I'm checking the temperature, you know? What? That's what I feel, guys. So I'm just saying, like, I don't know. So I had to get up this morning here in Tally. I just want to go and see how I feel outside. See how I feel out this morning in Tally. It actually feels pretty good here in Tally today. Feels pretty good. Not too hot. Nice little sunrise. How did I get the sunrise this morning? Sometimes that's the most beautiful thing ever, is waking up to a sunrise. You know? Waking up to a sunrise. Even if I didn't go get a chance to do the things that I really wanted to do, I feel like it's okay. Everything happened for a reason, guys. But I just had to get this little tidbit off my shoulder. You see these beautiful trees here in Tally? You see it? Beautiful trees. And it's not too hot how I thought it would be. Something smells dead though. Maybe that's that trash over there. It's not too hot how I thought it would be, but you know, that's what's going on, guys. That's what's going on with Dr. Chief. I'm just in a whole new, like, what the fuck mindset. What the fuck? I don't think we fucked as a collective. I think that we are in a mass grand awakening. The only thing that worries us worry me is these damn Christians and these people who gonna get caught up in every day by the trap. You know, they gonna get caught every day by the trap. Caught every day. And the Christians is out for blood, boy. They like, hey, you better convert. Like, when did y'all become like cult like that? Like, please, pipe down, man. You go and spend your whole life in the church. That don't mean other people have to do that, okay? That don't mean I'm not finna sit here and read about this history. You know, that's why you can't read, because you're too... They got you. They got you, bro. They got you, sis. They got you. That's all I can say is they got you. The idea that Christopher Columbus had in his head when he said, oh, they're going to be easy to convert to Christians because they're so fucking gullible, they got you. See? You know what I'm saying? They got your ass. You see the birds going to church getting punished? Do you see the animals going to church? Like, what are you talking about? Do you see the trees going to church? You see the trees out here living their best life until a motherfucker want to go cut them down. You feel me? They're living their best life. So, yeah, I just want to at least remember my little time here in Tally. Even though it's... I ain't gonna even keep dwelling on that part, but, you know. My dad called me early this morning, like 5 a.m., so that's why I'm up this early. Because I damn sure wouldn't have been up this early at all. But I'm leaving in T-minus a couple hours. And, yeah, that bird loud as hell. What you talking about, bro? What you talking about, bro? I can't show y'all where I'm at because I'm here. You know how that be. You can't show people where you at when you there. You gotta wait till you're gone. But when you're live, it's like... So yeah, man. Life is funny. Life is super funny. It will make you laugh. It will test you. Every day is a test. I'm seeing that now. So before I get to the end of this stream, just know that I'm sending you guys all positive vibes, to the woke and to the sleep and to the ones who is highly enlightened, which is very few of us out here. If you highly enlightened, you know what the hell I'm talking about. I see you. I see you. If you sleep, then you're not gonna know what the hell I'm talking about. Oh, this is so cool. Look at this. City of Tallahassee, Florida, aka home of the Appalachian Mound Builders, bitch. I see you. I feel your pain. If you out here and you done woke the hell up and you done came out of the goddamn daze, and you like, what the hell? And you trying to tell people, and they like, you better convert back to the pseudo knowledge. I feel you. I see you. If you sleep and you looking at me crazy like Dr. Sean, what the hell you talking about? I feel you too, because I've been in your shoes too. I was once you as well. And I tell y'all over and over again, the trick is to do your readings. Not just reading the damn Bible. I'm talking about reading all the other stuff that they banned us from reading while they was telling you to read the Bible. Hey, this is the only book you read. While we write all these other lies and stuff down here that you can't read and we ban you from reading, but we around here talking to each other, passing around our evil ass sermons, we only want you to read this book. When you recognize that, damn, why would someone who gonna steal my land, reclassify me, give me a book that's good for me, but they won't even give me food that's good for me. They won't give me clothes that's good for me. They won't ban things coming into this place that are toxic. They stole all the land. They don't want my ancestors to have shit. But they gonna give me the Bible and church. They gotta be sweet. They so sweet for that. This is what you thinking? Fuck out of here, man. Fuck out of here, bro. This is what you thinking? You're gonna pass this shit down to your kids and their kids. When the fuck do you wake up? When is the wake up moment? When is the aha moment? When is the moment you say, damn, I don't know nobody in Africa. I ain't from no damn Africa. Do it sound like I'm from Africa? Let's just be honest, bro. Come on now. Florida all the way. Appalachia all the way. Mound Builder all the way. You know, indigenous, melanated, whatever you want to call it, Mayan, anything you want to call it, all the way. But all that other colonized shit, 0% in my blood. That's what they don't like. They don't like these Seminoles, what they call, which means a runaway slave. They got a whole damn university buying up the whole city in the runaway slave name, Seminole, aka Appalachia, using our likeness. Damn, these birds is really active this morning. Maybe I'm not used to these indigenous sounds. I hear an owl. Listen. Yeah, so this morning, guys, let's get healthier. So here's my challenge to us this week, and my challenge to myself. Whenever I had an opportunity to drink something, I'm going to try to drink water. You know, even though I have some orange juice in there, some lemonade, all of this other stuff, I'm feeling like water going to be my best friend. Okay? So this week, starting tomorrow, water. Can we do that? Can we agree to that? Number one, drinking water. You're going to have the opportunity to drink soda, juices. You had an opportunity to drink all that BS. But let's drink some fucking water. Every day, water. That's easy. Well, it's not easy, because if it was easy, everybody would do it. But more water. Because you don't want to get to the place where your body don't take water no more. You know, let's drink more water. What else can we do this week that would be easier? Brushing and flossing our teeth every day. Make sure you get up, brush and floss your teeth. 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 So we brushing and flossing our teeth. What else are we going to do this morning or this week? I feel like we could strive towards our health goals is I'm challenging everyone to walk at least 6 minutes a day. Not 60, just 6, because we know that 6 minutes a day can decrease your chances of heart disease and also increase your life expectancy. So just 6 minutes a day, inside, outside, at the gym, at work. Time yourself 6 minutes a day. Get your legs moving. Nothing worse than a body being in a body that don't work no more. That has a brain that works, but the limbs, the body parts don't work no more. Another thing I want us to do is some strength training. So I am by college degree an exercise science major. So in college at Florida State University, ironically, my major was exercise science. So we did study like a lot of the body, anatomy, biochem, all of that stuff, chemistry. I took all of the prerequisites for dental school, but our main focus was exercise science. So how do you prescribe exercise to people? So I'm going to just prescribe 6 minutes of walking a day for us this week. Move your body, you know. Strength training. This means like toning your arms, doing those squats. And strength training can happen anywhere. You can do some push-ups. You can do the squats. You can do chair exercises. So if you have YouTube, go look up strength training at home, but if you're in the gym, you have those different machines that you can use for upper body, lower body. And I would say start on the lowest setting possible. If that's 5 or 10, just start there. Don't try to do too much. 3 reps of 15. Okay? And then when it's too easy, you can increase the weight. That's how it works. So you want to be able to do 3 reps of 15 comfortable. But if you just starting and you just like Dr. Sean, I want you to do it very lightly. If you can't, make sure you ask your doctor if you got health issues. But if you don't, 15 reps lightly. But if you find that this is way too easy, you can increase it. And if you can't do 15 and you went higher, you got to be able to do a minimum of 6. So if it's like a really tough weight, a minimum of 6, 3 reps of 6, at that weight is cool. And then once you're able to do 15 of those 3 times, then you increase your weight. So say I put it on 10 and I'm able to go 3 times, 15 reps on a 10. This means I should go up to like a 15. And say I'm able to do that too. Then you can go up to like a 20. And say I'm only able to get to 8 or 9 with a 20. So this is where I'm going to stay at for a little while, because I haven't mastered this weight yet. So you want to stay there for a little while on the 20. And then once you're able to do 15 reps 3 times on the 20, then you go up to the next one. So I want us to do some strength training this week to get stronger. Even ladies, it's very important. Don't get in the mindset to think you're going to be bulky. This is why we're combining water this week, walking this week, strength training this week, and diet. Now for me, this is a biggie because I've been eating a lot of, I'm going to be honest, I've been eating a lot of seafood, fried seafood, not grilled, but fried. And I've been eating a lot of cheese. What else? Whoa. The buzz is outside this morning. Probably time for me to go inside. I've been eating a lot of cheese, bread, plant-based meat products. So this week, I have to kind of wean off of this stuff because, I have a mission. I want to be an example. I don't want to be like not an example. So I'm going harder than I've been going. So that's the challenge for this week. Get some mental clarity. For me, I'm going to be going to the chiropractor and letting them, adjust me. So I'm definitely going to be taking it super light this week. But yeah. Taking it light this week, guys. Excuse me. And I'm about to get off of here. Start the morning with some hydration. And then I'm out of here. This water just spilling everywhere. So I will see you guys later. Thank you for subscribing on Kick. Thank you for subscribing on YouTube. Thank you for all of the prayers, the love, the community, etc., etc. Sending love to my Niji out there, OCO. This is Dr. Cheetahs signing out. Make sure you turn those notifications on. Smash that like button. And I will see y'all in the next live. Okay? Bye.